Stop 1. Introduction. Welcome to the audio tour for Pucker Gallery's exhibition of Bauhaus Meets Korea, Ceramics by Young Jae Lee. The content for this audio tour was selected from the catalog essay by Maya Stiller, which is called A Synergy of Natural Elegance and Ergonomic Perfection. Stiller received her Ph.D. in East Asian Art History from Freie Universität Berlin in 2008. Since then, she has become affiliated with UCLA, where she researches how pilgrimage-related visual and written material has informed Korean cultural identity. Thank you and enjoy. Stop 2. YL6, YL7, YL8. In the 1970s and 80s, Young Jae Lee studied geometrical forms to develop her feeling for volume and formal outlines. Inspired by Paul Cézanne's reduction of nature to the cylinder, the sphere, and the cone, one of the forms that Young Jae Lee developed after years of making subtle variations is the cylindrical vase, a form which can be seen in pieces YL6, YL7, and YL8. Unlike bowls, which are defined by their interior space, it is the silhouette of the cylindrical vase that makes them so attractive. Made in the form of a high, straight cylinder with a long neck and a moderate belly, they radiate a rustic, archaic presence. The freely executed design, brushed with white slip onto the dark body, endows them with a vibrant beauty. The strong grooves running around the body remind us of the process of the vase's earthly origin, while the delicate silhouette resembles the fragile movement of a dancer. Stop 3. YL3. Beginning in the late 1980s and inspired by Constantin Brancusi's Colonnes sans fin, columns without end, Young Jae Lee combined geometrical modules on the vertical and created the first examples of her spindle vase form, evidenced in YL3. It was especially Johann Wolfgang von Goethe's poem on the ginkgo tree, in which he talks about the oneness of two allegedly separate parts of a leaf, which released her creative energy to master this form. Goethe's poem, Ginkgo biloba, from the year 1815, reads as follows. This tree's leaf, rich from the east, in my garden propagates. On its secret scents we feast, like it elevates the sage. Is it but one being single, which as same itself divides? Are there two which choose to mingle, so that one knows them as one? To reply to such a question, I have found a sense that's true. Is it not my song's suggestion that I am one and also two? Stop 4. YL100. As in the traditional moon jars, which became fashionable in 18th century Korea when they were made for the royal court, Young Jae Lee's spindle vase is created by two separate bowls that are joined like two arched palms of the hand, as we can see in YL100. The foot and rim of Young Jae Lee's spindle vases are equally high, and the diameter of the foot is slightly smaller than that of the rim of the vessel. Young Jae Lee's vases, however, differ from the traditional model, since she adds a third, widely open, bowl-like shape on the top of the two bowls, which constitutes the rim. Moreover, in contrast to the traditional Korean method, Young Jae Lee points to the duality of the single vase by leaving visible the horizontal line that marks the border where the two bowls were joined. The purity of their form, the masterful craftsmanship, and their exquisite creamy or brightly colored glaze makes the spindle vases one of the most distinguished masterpieces of Young Jae Lee's work. Stop 5. YL107 through YL110. In recent years, Young Jae Lee has been preoccupied with the traditional Korean form of a multi-purpose bowl. Her greatest challenge was the fact that the term tea bowl was coined by colonial Japanese art historians who determined the classification criteria by which its color and shape are judged. However, in Korean daily life, one and the same bowl can be the receptacle for soup, rice, medicine, and tea. Traditionally, it was also used as an offering bowl. Young Jae Lee recounts that her grandmother used to fill a bowl with water every morning to consecrate it to the local spirits who protected the household. In order to allude to this versatility, Young Jae Lee prefers to call her tea bowls spinach bowls. We see many forms such as these in pieces YL107 through YL110. Stop 6. Conclusion. The bowls are perhaps the purest embodiment of the Bauhaus motto which inspires young Jay Lee's work: form follows function. Each of the bowls, including YL 111 through YL 115, creates its own vibrant inner space. Some of them are slightly dented at the upper rim, which helps in holding the bowl with one's fingers and serves as a drinking rim, while others feature a straight and smoothly rounded rim, inviting the connoisseur to hold it to his lips. Holding one of young Jay Lee's spinach bowls in both hands is a delightful, multisensory experience which stimulates the eyes, hands, and lips of the holder. For young Jay Lee, who regards herself as a potter rather than an artist, striving for high aesthetic quality is important, but ultimately,